Part 2 of one of the other series, what if the USA and Russia swapped. So this would be the world if what if the USA and Russia swapped as well. Now we'll be doing the Belarus question. Belarus is the only ally of Russia in Europe. The US and its allies would basically put a coup. It would be unknown, but Belarus would be overthrown, government would be overthrown, it would be made a neutral nation. It will not be a part of NATO as well. Also, so Finland and Sweden leave NATO. They only joined NATO because of the Ukraine war, but because, Russia is over here now, Ukraine is over here now, they don't want to be a part of it because they are neutral countries. They are historically neutral countries and they want to keep that neutrality as well. Next, we have a war in Africa. Yes, Africa is often ignored, in these series, but we have a war in Africa, and this is the next Congo War. This is a war between the new Russian-backed government of Congo, and these four countries over here. They do not like what the Russian-backed government is doing, so they invade the Russian-backed government. However, this causes Russia to declare war on these four countries as well. And they are winning at first. However, they stop being pushed back with the help of the Russian army. This is because Russia wants to make the DL Congo their ally, so they're going to do everything they can to basically win. Because they know winning Africa, because Africa is one of the fastest growing continents in the world, that they could easily defeat the US and its allies in its time. And basically, this video series is what the USA and Russia swapped lands. We can also do a similar one where USA and China swapped as well, or heck, Europe and Asia swapped. That would be pretty strange, but yeah. They also start to move into these countries, and these countries sue for peace as well, thus ending the next Congo War as well. The DL Congo also joins Russia's alliance as well. Meanwhile, these countries are humiliated. However, they vote to create their own alliance here. This is the new East African Union Alliance, and they are voted to join into the official alliance. Kenya also joins, but they sat out the war as well. As well. Also, South Sudan is also joining the alliance as well. Meanwhile, more turmoil in the Central African Republic begins as the Central African Republic has rebels in the north that want to be a separate country here. So yeah, these rebels, basically take north of the country hostage. They also take this area hostage as well. And they start to invade this portion of the Central African Republic. And yeah, it seems that the country is splitting into two. And yeah, this part of the Central African Republic wants nothing to do with this part. So Central African Republic splits into two distinct countries. Meanwhile, the Lebanon War begins in the Middle East as well. Israel bombs Hezbollah, and basically Syria and Iran are not very happy about this, considering the fact that the U.S. expanded NATO to basically include Asian countries. This could put the U.S. into war with this. But however, many of the NATO countries are saying that Israel here is the aggressor. NATO is a fence pact, not a warmonger pact. So only the U.S., Britain, France, Canada, and Israel are involved in this conflict. Because of this, Turkey does leave NATO as they do not support what Israel is doing, which is a major blow to the NATO alliance. Because Turkey joins the side in this battle of Hezbollah with Iraq and Iran. The only countries to really condemn this the only countries in the Middle East who really defend Israel is Saudi Arabia. However, this is a pretty bad war for Israel. However, Israel has defended pretty well, but it's mostly with the help of the U.S. Iran does send troops to invade the Caucasus region here, and this is they hold this province hostage here, and they hold this area hostage here as well. This is gonna expose the big weakness as well here of the U.S. and this world, and they also invade this area here. And Israel is done. They have been defeated. Yeah, because Israel, yes, Israel may be a very, very resilient country, but they will be forced to recognize Gaza, and I think this is the approximate area of Gaza, as a independent country. So Turkey, however, is not a part of NATO, as they were never a big fan of this as well. And also, Turkey was already in NATO to protect against Russia, and Russia is no longer there. They actually see NATO as a opposite, the threat to Turkey. So that'll be very interesting going forward as well. So and Israel also had to give up its claims of this area over here, the Golan Heights too. So meanwhile, Iran played this as a military victory. They never thought they would win against their biggest rival as well. Another countries seek to join the Russian alliance, which is these two other stand countries, as they don't really like the U.S. all too much, especially now them being on the border. They would like all the protection and help they can get as well. Next is the Central American Civil War. Yes, there's a Central American Civil War going on, and basically it's these two versus these two countries here. Basically, there's a disagreement over the defined border here of Guatemala and Belize. The new Belizean government claimed that Belize should expand all the way south. El Salvador is on Belize's side as well, which causes this massive war, and Belize starts to invade the Guatemala pretty quickly. Even though they have a very small country in terms of population and population density, with the help of El Salvador, they do connect their borders here, as El Salvador and Belize are two of the more stable countries here. And also, they could enlist the help of Costa Rica and Panama, but they have no military. And basically, Honduras has been pushed back majorly, and the Guatemalan government basically collapses into a civil war with two rivaling factions. This faction pushes back the Belizean army as well, and they push back the El Salvadorian army as well. This faction wants to take control of the government as well, and they win. So this is the new here. Belize will control this little area right here. Belize will control this little area right here. El Salvador will gain this land here, giving Honduras way less land. And also the new government is established in Guatemala, which is a mystery because we're leaving this on a cliffhanger. So what is Guatemala's new government? Is it a threat to the world? And what will the world do about the loss of Gaza being independent as well? And also the DR Congo joining the side of Russia. So there's a lot of twists and turns. Oh, I forgot to. that we're gonna see in the next coming episodes, as this is a mini series like the World War series. But yeah, that's about this video here. Goodbye.